Hello, everybody. I'm happy to see you guys today. We have a wonderful guest, Svetlana. She is a professional matchmaker from Ukraine. And today we would like to share with you some of the dating tips. I know it's one of the hottest topics, and you all want to know how to approach a Ukrainian Eastern European lady. And we could not be luckier than today because Svetlana have been doing this for how many years?
Almost 10.
Okay, so we are here to, we would like to know your main tips on how to approach a Ukrainian lady, how to make a great impression, and how to win her heart.
Greetings from Kharkov, Ukraine. Greetings from Deola.com. Frankly speaking, this is the most common question that I receive. How to ask a Ukrainian lady out? What should I do to make this date successful? I'll try to cover it all quickly. Ukrainian ladies, most of Ukrainian ladies, they're very traditional. They expect the gentleman, to be a man that will lead. If you want to ask a Ukrainian lady out, even if this is your first time in Ukraine, make sure that you are in control of the situation. Actually, it works with all ladies from all countries. If this is a dinner date, make sure that you have booked the table. Make sure that you have contacted the restaurant. For example, you know that they accept MasterCard or they accept Visa if you are going to foot the bill with a credit card. Yes, if you ask a Ukrainian lady out, she will expect you to pay the bill. So first thing, choose a restaurant. Choose a restaurant that you can easily afford. You know, if for example the first date is not successful, it can happen. You know, I know people who have been corresponding on dating sites for months, and after that, when the gentleman traveled to Ukraine, for example, she doesn't like the way he smells. He doesn't like the way her voice sounds in real life. You know. And
Yes.
there is no chemistry. I have even heard a gentleman told me that she holds her fork and knife in a funny way. I don't find it attractive. And the lady can tell that, you know, he's scratching his ear, and I don't find it attractive. It happens. We are not all human.
Totally.
So if you ask a lady out in the restaurant, make sure that you can easily afford it. And even if the date is not successful, you won't cry all night that she didn't want to go out with me again. It can happen. It is life. If you are in the restaurant, ask a Ukrainian lady. For her, the date, it will be a special event. Most of Ukrainian ladies, they will buy a new dress for this occasion. They will make your hair done, nails done, makeup done, especially for the date, you know. One of my male clients is telling me, why do I have to pay for the bill? We should split it because we are both enjoying the time. I've told him that, can you imagine how much she has invested in the date? She went to the hairdresser, she made her hair. She has paid for that, you know. She made her nails to match her new dress, which she bought for the date. She bought the shoes, she bought the earrings, she made professional makeup. She took a day off, you know, on Friday to go out with you on Friday night because this is important for her. It's a huge event.
Yeah, and that shows you the effort, guys. You know, it's you know that all that she puts that effort. It shows that she cares about herself. She cares about you. So she is not a lazy person. You know, she has appreciation and respect.
Yeah, so be respectful in return. Put on a nice shirt, take a shower before the day. Don't forget, you will laugh. I had a gentleman not so long ago, my client, and he told me that it doesn't matter much if I'm wearing a t-shirt, if I shower or not. She should love me for my personality. No, she shouldn't. She has taken so much time to get ready for the date, and you didn't take any time to get ready for the date. Do you think she will invest her time into a guy who hasn't invested any time?
Exactly.
So, choose a restaurant. Ask a lady if she wants a glass of wine. Don't forget to do that. Also, in Ukraine, when you have ordered the food, don't pay the bill straight away. The lady will think that, oh, he didn't like me and he wants to go home, or he doesn't want me to order a dessert or coffee. For example, I know that in China, after people have ordered, I have several clients from China this year, they pay the bill straight away. In their country, on the date, it is a way to show the lady that I have taken care of it. You can eat and relax. Everything is taken care. But for the lady, it was a signal you can't drink any more coffee after the main course. You can't have a dessert because I have already paid it, so I don't like you. So
gosh, that's interesting. I've never heard of that as well.
it's
So
important, yeah, to
she does
understand the
that.
tradition.
So she just, okay, let's just have fun. Let's like take the money out of the equation. Let's have fun. Wow, that's an interesting tip.
Yes.
What about the flowers? I've been making videos about, how much we love flowers, and basically in American culture, it's, sometimes men bring flowers for only like very special events, like 25 years of a marriage or something.
Flowers on a first date is a must. First of all, this is a way to show the lady, here, I really care. It's not a random date. I'm not here just randomly after work or after I walked in the park. I took my time. I have chosen flowers. I've already told in many videos at our YouTube channel that the number of flowers should be odd. And also, guys, be romantic, be creative. I always tell that first date, flowers is a must. If you did tulips for the first date, on the second, third, or fifth day, you count 1, 2, 3. On the date number 4 or 5, you present flowers again, but another kind of flowers, not tulips. Ladies love them. The Ukrainian ladies, they are craving for romance, for attention. Every girl from the kindergarten should know that there will be a Prince Charming who will rescue her from the dragon, who will kiss her, and then the birds will be singing, the deer will be dancing, and they will live happily after. Prince Charming on the first date is not discussing his ex-wife. Prince Charming on the first date is discussing his banking history. Prince Charming is not telling how much he has paid for this shirt. The lady doesn't have to know that. Also, gentlemen, when the bill is coming, foot the bill. Don't even let her touch her purse. There are 2 things that the lady doesn't have to touch on the first date: the door and the bill. You have to open the door for her. You have to take care of the bill. This is a way to show her that I respect you, I like you, I want to see you again. Also, guys, no phones. Even if you want to take a picture of the food you're eating, I don't know, of anything, don't do that. Like, never do that. I had a gentleman who has called her mother, and he was 35, so he was not 17. And he was telling his mother what he was eating, what the lady has ordered, how was the restaurant, how was the weather, and how was his trip. She said that it was the most awkward date in her life.
Oh my God.
She felt like she is at high school again, and right now his mom will come over and pick them up with her car.
Oh my gosh, I had never heard of that as well. So he basically called her at the date?
Oh, she called him by Skype, and he has accepted the call.
Oh my gosh, there are no second chance for that one. Guys,
No.
yes, keep your, and we all guilty of having our phones on, we like, our cell phone's like a separate person that follows us, so that's a great tip to have your phone probably on silent when you're at a date and not looking at it. Not
Be
to
in
mention,
control. Yeah, gentlemen, you should be in control. Choose a restaurant, book the table, make sure there is no birthday party of some teens who are allowed, or a wedding party or whatever, because you don't want to be interrupted. First date is about you and the lady, so make it special. And also it would be nice to tell the lady what you have planned. For example, most of Ukrainian ladies, first date, high heels, nice dress, hair done. If you want to take her to, I don't know, play bowling, she won't feel comfortable dressed like that. She will have to take her wonderful shoes and leave them and put those ugly shoes to play bowling.
yes.
And leave half of your nails in that bowling scene. So tell the lady that I have planned a dinner or I have planned a picnic or I have planned bowling for us, or we are going skating. She must be prepared, you know. Um,
It's
I had a
absolutely true. Mm-hmm.
I had a funny situation. A gentleman and the lady, they went out for the first date, for the second. I've told him that you have to wear a suit in the restaurant because he was a guy from IT, you know, like these programmers. So the t-shirt, jeans that cut it right down the knees, and sneakers. This was like that. I've told him that they won't let you in the restaurant. They obviously won't let you. Like you will have to take her to McDonald's, and he had to buy shoes.
Mm-hmm.
So for several days he was wearing suit. And on the date number 4, he and the lady, they have decided to go to amusement park.
Mm-hmm.
And she told him that we are going to the amusement park. So she put on jeans, sneakers, and a t-shirt for amusement park. And he has arrived in the suit. And they both felt uncomfortable because she felt like he is just out of the office, walking around with her. He felt uncomfortable. It was awkward.
Oh my gosh, I bet it was. But I hope they made a joke out of that. I would
It,
laugh.
it worked out well for them, but it's important.
Yes. Mean,
Make sure the date is memorable. Make sure it's all about the lady. Don't call your mom. And if you go to the restaurant, don't ever choose the cheapest wine. Like if you're at the restaurant, don't ever ask the waiter, what wine is the cheapest? And if the lady said that she wants a glass of wine, she doesn't have to feel cheap, you know?
yes,
Choose the restaurant where you can afford wine.
It's interesting that you brought this point. I would like, I don't think I've ever made this tip before. You know, in American culture, when you bought something on a sale or something was inexpensive but very nice, you grab it and you bring to your spouse or your girlfriend or your date, and you're like, look, this is a beautiful dress, and it was only $12. So in our culture, in Slavic culture, you never say the price of a gift. And even if you were lucky and you found a very special item, you know, that you know she gonna love, you don't ever mention that you bought it on the sale. It's just a difference of mentality, you know. It's just it's a big difference right there, because you are excited that you get such a great deal and it's such a beautiful item. But especially for a new date, for a new lady, she would feel like you want to save on her.
You know, like
Yes.
you said, it's time and place for everything. If you are
Yes.
in relationship, if you're lucky enough and you
Mhm.
have won the heart of a beautiful Ukrainian lady, she will be the first one to go on sales to get something, and for you, for
Exactly.
her. But when you are at this time, you call it honeymoon in English, we call it the time of candies and flowers.
Mhm.
Yes, in Ukraine, you can't do that. You will kill the romance. You can't bring the lady. Oh, there was a funny situation. I had a lady, she was in her 40s, beautiful lady, dancing instructor, and she had a date with a gentleman who has absolutely sabotaged it. First of all, he has arrived 20 minutes later. She has spent the entire day getting ready, and here she is sitting in the restaurant. Her thoughts are, her thought. Probably I went to another restaurant. It is just one restaurant in Kharkov with this name. Second thought, oh, he has seen me from the corner and he didn't like me, so he went away. 20 minutes of stress. In her dreams, a beautiful, handsome gentleman arrives with flowers.
Mhm.
They drink champagne, then they dance, then he kisses her, and they live happily after. In reality, he is 20 minutes late, no flowers. He brought her a t-shirt with the logo of his company where he works. And instead of champagne, he orders beer.
Oh my gosh.
And he didn't suggest her to have a glass of wine. No dancing, many topics about his ex-wife and how bad that was,
Yeah.
and about everything. And that was sad, you know.
It is
Uh,
sad. Because there is no second chance to make a first impression.
he is a nice gentleman, you know, but flowers would do a big difference. For the first 15 minutes, she would admire flowers, they would create the mood. Don't ever be late. You can't be late. Lady can be late.
Yes, that's
She has arrived, she is beautiful for you.
yeah.
She had right to be late. For a gentleman, there is no excuse.
Mm-hmm.
Beer on the first date, if you are not 18, don't do that.
Absolutely. Though, you know, those are such a classic tips, but yet we need to be reminded because the cultures are so different. America, you've been here too. It's very casual. It depends, it depends on the situation, but very often it's casual, and for our lady, it could kill the romance because we do have these expectations, kind of celebrative spirit and excitement, and I can sign by every point you're saying. So nothing had changed in 8 years. Because I
It's
was wondering if anything had changed.
mistakes are same old, mistakes are always same old. So on the first date, it's all about the lady. Don't talk only about yourself. Ask questions. I always tell this both to female and male clients. The first date is a chance to get to know the other person, to see if you can have the second date, if you can have the third date. Also, in the time when we are all looking for our soulmates, just a good date is not enough for people. They want a sparkle. They want a signal, a rainbow in the sky that can never happen. And it doesn't matter if we are 18 or 55. If you have a great date, if you feel great at the date, ask the lady out. Give this a second chance. On the second date, when everyone will feel less stress, because first date is a stress. It's obviously a stress for both parties. On the second date, it can be less stressful and can get even more better. Or the chemistry can be killed and can be otherwise. But dates should be fun. So
Yes.
my suggestion is when you go out on a date with a lady from another country, read about the culture, read about the customs. And in every
Fun.
country, the lady would appreciate it if you take a shower, put on a nice shirt. Yes, bring flowers and food the bill. And don't forget to ask the lady if she wants a dessert, if she wants coffee, a glass of wine.
Just be
And dear gentlemen,
generous. Yeah, be
yeah,
generous.
if you had a dinner date and and the lady doesn't want to go with you on a second date, you are not scammed. Think about the date. Probably she didn't like you, or there was no chemistry. So be careful, be romantic, don't overthink things, and I wish you all wonderful, happy, romantic dates with beautiful Ukrainian ladies, of course.
Thank you so much. I wanted that reassurance for my followers because I have been giving all my tips, and I was wondering, okay, it's been last time, I was living in Ukraine, it was 2008, and I was wondering if our women are also becoming on that feministic side, and if our women are grabbing the bill nowadays and open their own doors. I was wondering if we progressed in the ways of feminism, but it looks like we still expect a man to be a gentleman, right? So
You
nothing
know,
changed there.
there was a funny situation. One of my female clients told me she was on a date with a Ukrainian guy, and he told her that, you know what? You can not only drink a cup of coffee, but also eat something. I let you to grab a salad. Do you think that was a successful date? Of course not. So, guys, if you don't want to be a subject of the scenario of the worst nightmare date, be a gentleman. Even if it won't work out for you and that lady, you have to
Have a
leave
good
a good
experience.
aftertaste, yes, a good impression. Same with the ladies. Look at her, try to read the signals. Don't grab your hands and try to kiss her on a first date. Be yourself, enjoy the company, have a great time, and you will see what will happen next.
Yes, even if things don't work out as a couple, you might make a really good friend. You might make some good connections because if you're a nice person, the question of chemistry, it's something, you can't make it if it's not there. But if you are a pleasant person, if you're friendly, you can make a great connection. When you come next time, you can have a friend. And it doesn't hurt to know more people. So it's make total sense to put some effort and be very friendly because when we come for that we have no idea what's going to happen.
And also, guys, the experience. Many people, even they tell, I'm so confident, I'm super confident, I can kill the first date, it will be super fantastic. And after that, you get the feedback from the lady and you understand that he has no idea what he did. Like, obviously. I had a gentleman who was telling the lady, I'm so handsome, I'm super handsome. You know, all my friends think I'm handsome. The wife of George think I'm handsome. The wife of Bill thinks, she doesn't know who's George and Bill first date. And for the 20 minutes, he's telling her he is handsome. He doesn't want to convince her, he wants to convince himself. Will it work out for him on a date? No, it didn't show him from the best side. Probably on the date number 8 or 10, he will learn how to do it. But we need that experience. You know, dating is also like a muscle. If you want good muscles, we go to gym. If we want to know how to date, we have to go out on a date.
Yes.
One of my clients told me, I was dating a lady. You were not dating her. You were corresponding with her online for 4 months. You have never met her. So it's not dating. It was an online communication. Offline dating is what counts. It's one thing to be super comfortable when you sit at home, drink beer, wear your sweatpants, no t-shirt in front of your computer, yeah, and you talk to the ladies and you feel like you're a Superman and you have this picture which was photoshopped or taken 5 years ago or taken in the studio. It's another thing to sit in the restaurant in front of the real person who has a personality, who can be confident, not confident. It's opposite. So it's important to have offline experience. If you won't try it, you will never know. And if the first day didn't succeed, don't give up. I'm sure, for example, if many of us will decide to run 5 kilometers tomorrow without trying it before, very few people will succeed. You have to train. You have to learn.
So yeah, social skills.
Oops, sorry.
That's okay.
My phone has started to ring.
Oh, it's all right.
Turn it
Yeah.
down.
Yes. Well, I would just say yes, guys. You know, social skills. You can't go wrong with exercising your social skill. And I love the point that Svetlana just made. She said, you know, don't mix those terms. Online dating and offline dating, don't mix them up, because very often men presume. I get letters from men that say, you know, I've been dating this girl and now I see her pictures on Instagram with the other girl, with the other man, all romantic. And I was like, what do you think? You dated her, you were talking with her online, she is not your woman yet. If you had not even met her, if you did not meet her yet, if you had not invested in a relationship, she is not your lady. So don't get deceived by the wish to be with somebody when you haven't even made the effort to come and meet you in person. I received a number of letters like that saying, oh, you know, Ukrainian girls are so strange. They talk to you, then they put their pictures of Instagram with other men. You don't have any right, you know, to consider her, you know, your lady unless you made the connection, put the effort, you met her in person, and you decided it's a relationship. So
yeah, you know, it works both ways, because there are guys who, for example, are talking to several ladies, and they assume that the lady is talking only to him. But if the lady is seriously looking for a relationship, she can be dating at this website, she can be dating offline, she's looking, she's searching, you know. It's I believe it's a problem, and for example, it's a huge problem, huge no-no. If you are talking to her, then you find a picture of her in the wedding dress. Then she is a deceiving lady. She is deceiving her. She's lying to her husband. She is talking to you. We don't know her reason.
no, maybe it's an old picture though.
Maybe old, maybe current, you know. But if the lady is dating someone at the moment, not serious. Maybe she had just one date with a guy and she posted a picture with him, and she tries to understand whether she feels she can date him or another guy. There was one date, you know. So you can't tell you're dating a woman unless you have met her. I always tell that if you haven't met in person, it doesn't count. It's not a relationship.
No, it's not. You know, with Skype and so forth, yes, you can get a better feeling of a person. It kind of gives you, you know, the way the person talk, the way they move. You can get a little bit more, so you are lessening sometimes your chance of disappointed when you can kind of see the moving picture. But still, it doesn't, you know, you don't know all the details. How is that to be around that person? You really can't. You can count it as a connection, but don't count that as a relationship. Guys, relationship takes effort and investment.
And relationship has to be offline.
Yes.
I had a gentleman not so long ago. I have an interview with him on Skype, first interview, and he told me that he has exchanged 5 letters with a girl, and then she has texted him that, I have met a gentleman offline, and I believe I will start dating with him, so I've taken my profile off the website. And he told me that, oh, that's deceiving, we were communicating, she was not supposed to date someone. But it happens. Just imagine you went on a wedding of your cousin, and there is a lady over there, and you start talking, and there is chemistry. So it's real, it's here, and the girl you're talking online, she can be just a dream. You could have imagine, give her some quality that she doesn't have, even if she is a real person. So I wish everyone wonderful offline dating. Don't spend all your life online, even though online dating gives nowadays a possibility to meet people from other countries and establish international relationship, which I believe are wonderful, because in international couples, kids are beautiful, and a couple can take the best from each culture and bring it to their relationship and make them even richer, brighter, with additional colors.
Very true. Yeah, that is very true. I agree with that. So I hope we covered, the most common asked questions, and Svetlana is looking forward to hear more of your requests. If you have any particular questions, any more, if you want to hear maybe some of more dating stories, or you have some concerns, feel free to comment. I will leave the link below for the dioli.com. And enjoy your dating experience. Make it fun. We all sometimes going a little bit, we don't always know, we can't always be perfect. If things happen, I don't know, that's just my advice. Just make it fun, just laugh about it and have a good time. And I hope you had a good time watching us. Thank you so much, Svetlana, beautiful Ukrainian girl. That's another proof, guys, that I'm not deceiving. I'm not lying to you. We really have very feminine, beautiful, and professional women in Ukraine. So we will see you next time, and thank you so much for watching.
Thank you. Bye.